Hello everyone, my name is Anoop. I'm one of the co-hosts of the Refined Improvement podcast, and today I'm super excited to present our newest introduction to the Refined Improvement series, Cars to Profits. This is a project we've been planning for a while now, and I'm super happy to announce that we are finally starting a new introductory series to a refined improvement style based video series about cars, about car flipping, information, and just a ton of amazing content curated by me that will introduce you to the world of motorsports, introduce you to the world of cars, mechanics, car flipping, all this great stuff. So, hope you guys will enjoy the series and stay tuned. If you're a new subscriber, please check out the book we've made and our other videos on this channel. It would mean a lot to us if you would subscribe and leave a like on all of our videos. Thank you. So, first of all, let's go over what type of content you can expect to be on this video series. This content will obviously be focused on cars, but it will have an emphasis on refined improvement topics. So, for example, what car should you be buying at your economic levels? Like car flipping, how can you turn cars into a potential source of money, so your revenue, as well as how can cars affect your social standing, both inside the car community and to the general public, and multiple more topics that cover the entire broad range of automobiles. So without further ado, let's get into our first topic, and that's going to be, what car should you buy? One important concept we've discussed here on refined improvement is money, and how money can affect yourself and how money needs to be managed and dealt with. We've covered this in our podcast, and cars, specifically purchasing a car, is a huge financial burden because cars can be very expensive. So a common question that needs to be asked is, what car should I buy? Well, that's completely dependent on how much both you're making and how much you have saved up. You obviously don't want to go for something that's like way over the top and then you're stuck with debt and your credit score is ruined because you're just taking on so much economic burden because you bought a car that's out of your league. So a general rule of thumb is that you want to be spending around 60% of your savings at most on the car that you're purchasing. So for example, let's take the Honda Civic, a great and reliable car. Around the bare minimum, you'll be paying about $25,000 for this car, right? If you're purchasing it new. So you should have around $40 to $50 up to $60,000 max, like that's the minimum in your savings before you go ahead with this purchase. And that's responsible because now you're not taking on too much debt and you're able to afford the car, and the down payment will be much less than this. And financing is also super important because that can help reduce the amount you're paying overall. If you can pay in cash, that's great. You won't have any of the burden. But financing can be really helpful, especially if you're not able to afford the entire car. And this is something that's really important for purchasing your first car on your own, because you probably most likely will not have the resources to buy something super fancy. Like you can't buy a Bugatti straight off. You're gonna need to settle for something lower and then build your way up. And this also brings in a super important discussion point, which is, should I get a new car or should I get a used car? And again, this really depends, because there's another factor that comes into play here, which is the efficiency or the gas mileage of the car. We all know the gas prices are overinflated and they keep fluctuating. We can't predict that. So if you get a new car, you're more likely to get a car that has better gas mileage and overall that helps you save money in the long term. But sometimes older cars, they are cheaper, right? Because you'll be spending less overall. And that's another balance that you have to think about. Because now you can get some older cars for like $5,000 to $10,000. In cash, you purchase it, it's yours. Easy as that. The issue is they might be inefficient. You might be putting more money in because some of these older cars, they're money pits, and that's another topic in terms of choosing the right old car, because that's more so car flipping. But you do have to think about a lot more when purchasing an older car rather than a new model right off the factory line, right? So yeah, so that's an overview of what to be thinking of when you're making a decision on what car you want to buy. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please check out the book in the description written by the other co-hosts, and check out our other videos. And thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing and leaving a like on this video. Thank you.